What's up, everyone? So we're watching Women Hate When Their Tests Don't Work. I'm kind of curious of what this is about, so let's get on with the video.
Welcome back to another Deficate video. Wait, what's that, Prince Unicorn? You want them all to like the video? Okay. What's that, Prince? They can also join the YouTube or Patreon memberships if they want more? What can I say? He's a
Yo, chat, direct sub up, direct sub up. I also unlock stuff. Direct sub up, direct sub up. Yeehaw, yeehaw. Me.
smart guy. You know, back in my day, breakups actually meant something. If someone told you, we're breaking up, they actually meant that you were no longer together as a couple. But these days, it's kind of just thrown around a little too willy-nilly as an empty threat, as kind of something to put you in line and get you on your best behavior. For a lot of women, it's actually used as a test. A lot of them are even admitting it. A lot of women use breaking up as a test to see if you'll actually fight for her and chase her.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
This has become...
Oh my, that dude. Dang, he's old now. What's his name? I know he was from... Is it Teen Wolf 2? Oh my golly gooba. My have times have gone.
Such a common test, in fact, that we now have access to footage showing what happens when a man does not play the game, does not take the bait, and does not beg for the woman back.
I've had to come all the way here on my day off just because you haven't texted me.
That's wild. I thought you get tired of people texting. I'm not gonna lie. I thought carrot cake, carrot cake. I thought you would get tired of someone relentlessly chasing you. You seen this video? Oh my golly gooba. I don't know. Like, isn't it the fact like if they have too much time to text you, that means they're not being busy enough? I don't know.
Sorry, what?
Why are you acting like that?
Well, because but why are you here?
Because you haven't said anything to me for the past 2 weeks. I've literally been going crazy. Exist no more. Have you seen me?
Okay, but you told me to not contact you anymore.
That's wild. Wait, no. Ain't no way you're saying, oh, you haven't messaged me, but you're the one who said not to message. That's diabolical. That's diabolical. Oh my golly gooba.
That doesn't mean don't contact me. Are you dumb? Like
what? Doesn't that mean don't contact you? Ain't no way. Like, oh, dang, you're annoying me. Stop bugging me. I would think that means stop bugging me. Oh my goodness, I can't even no more. That's crazy.
Are you actually thick?
You said to me you would appreciate no further contact. You broke up with me.
That was me then. That doesn't mean you don't speak to me.
Is this a skit? Ain't no way this is real. Ain't no way this is real, fam. That was 2 weeks ago. No, this has to be fake. Ain't no way. No. I refuse to believe this. Okay? I refuse to believe this is real. Nah.
For 2 weeks to even care about my life. I could be dead for all you know. And you just don't care. You don't care about my family. You don't care about my pets. You don't care about my cat that you love so much.
Okay, hold on a minute, yeah? How am I supposed to contact you, yeah, when you've blocked me? You blocked me off Instagram. You blocked my phone. How else am I supposed to contact you?
You're acting like you don't know where I live. You could have come. You could have emailed me. I've got another Instagram. I've got 3 Instagram accounts and you haven't contacted me. How dare you?
How dare you? You blocked me. You told me to not contact you.
I've literally been waiting for 2 weeks and you still haven't said anything to me. I'm heartbroken.
But hold on, yeah, because when I tried to message you and when I tried to call you, you just ignored me. I sent you text after text after text after text, and then you sent me a big whole paragraph, yeah, explaining, saying, oh, the feelings aren't the same anymore, and now you'd appreciate for me to leave you alone.
I don't know why you hate me so much. Like,
I don't hate you. I don't hate.
I thought that's called respecting one's boundaries, but I guess I'm wrong. I guess never mind. Sorry, my bad. I guess we ain't doing that anymore. Okay.
You like I'm just trying to move on.
You should have just killed me. I've been waiting 2 weeks.
What?
I could have been doing something else. I could have started dating again. No, I spent all of my time waiting on you to text me back. Oh,
Skill
I've come
issue.
all this way, and you couldn't even just come and knock at my door and speak to me face to face.
Well, because you live an hour away.
Just because I blocked you doesn't mean you're actually blocked. What's wrong with you?
But you told me to leave you alone.
Well,
This is why I hate men. I don't know why I even bother with you.
Why?
Honestly.
Why? Hold a minute, yeah. What? I've done nothing wrong. You told me to leave you alone. I've left you alone now. And now what?
If someone told you to jump off a cliff, would you jump off a cliff? I told you to block me. It doesn't mean that you literally need to block me and never speak to me ever again.
But I'm trying to give you what you want.
That is not what I want, though. How many times do I have to tell you what I want?
But the thing is,
Okay, now I'm confused. Oh my goodness. Chat, what is happening? ¿Qué está pasando?
I don't know what you want. That's the thing. That's why I just left you alone, because you told me you want me to leave you alone, and I've left you alone.
No. You can't even come and show your face. You can't even come downstairs and speak to me.
Well,
I'm
yeah, because
so
I don't
glad
want
he's
to.
not.
I hate you so much.
What do you want me to do?
Unblock me.
But you blocked me.
Well, I mean, you unblocked. Hold on, I'll do it right now.
See, this
What-
is
so-
why we as women can't have nice things. Because we try to come together, all of us, men and women, and tell people consent.
You'll never see it
Okay,
Consent doesn't matter. No, it doesn't mean no. And if you don't violate her boundaries, you hate her. We don't claim her. We don't claim that one. So let me get this straight. She drives an hour out of her way to her ex's house to show up and say, "How dare you not contact me?" After I very specifically told you not to contact me when I look like this. That is a literal direct antithesis to the whole "well, what were you wearing" argument. Like, we as women have been trying to explain to men that it doesn't matter how a woman looks or how a woman dresses, you still can't violate her boundaries. So it doesn't matter if she is a 10 out of 10 absolute bombshell. If she says no, every man should respect that no, the same as an Uggo's no. And then we find out that he actually did try to chase her. He actually did try to fight for her the first time she did this. He sent her text message after text message and call after call, just like she describes apparently wanting, even though she told him that she didn't want it. And she rejected him. She told him in very plain English, "Do not contact me," and then made it virtually impossible for him to contact her. I know they're in the UK, but here in the US, 2 instances of unwanted contact after someone has told you not to contact them constitutes as harassment and could earn you an ex parte PPO, a personal protection order, a restraining order. And can you imagine if she did get an ex parte restraining order against him and he didn't know about it because they're still in effect even if you aren't served? He would be violating it just by her being there and him talking to her and interacting with her. I mean, she has put this dude in a really bad spot. It was also crazy to me too when he's trying to explain to her that he literally could not contact her because she blocked him on everything. And she brings up, "Well, I have a billion other Instagram accounts. Why can't you find my alts?" I thought she was going to suggest, "Why can't you make your own alts?" But no, she actually takes it a step further and says, "You should have driven an hour out to my house." Fellas, I don't know who needs to hear this. Probably none of you, because most of you are pretty reasonable men. But I don't care what this woman says. Under no circumstances, if a woman has told you to never contact her again and has blocked you in every pathway possible, do you drive an hour to her house to continue trying to talk to her at her residence? Dudes lose their lives that way. The house.
Yeah, just hearing this was just brain rot, not gonna lie. Oh my goodness. That was a hiccup. Yeah, that felt like brain rot to me, not gonna lie. I was just like, oh my golly gooba. So that's a thing apparently that people do.
How dare you also completely took me out. How dare he what? Accept a breakup like a man? Because fellas, that's the only thing you can do. If you get dumped, like there's no pleading your case in court, there's no filing an appeal, like you gotta take it. Like women are really not setting each other up for success when we try to signal to men that they have to fight for us after we've dumped them. Because the vast majority of us, when we break up with someone, want to be broken up with them. We do not want to continue fighting about it. And gentlemen, I'm sure you can agree, if you break up with a girl, you don't want her showing up at your house, showing up at your work, blowing up your phone. She's doing all this emotional manipulating, trying to say that he clearly hates her. She says, just because you're blocked doesn't mean you're actually blocked. That's not how that works. Then she says, if someone tells you to jump off a cliff, you wouldn't do it. So if someone blocks you, it doesn't mean you're blocked.
Huh?
Holy false comparison, Batman. A more apt comparison would be if someone tells you that you're blocked, that doesn't mean you should try to contact them.
You feel dumber, yeah. Same bird. Like this was a my goodness. So people do this. Okay. Okay, so we're really doing this nowadays. Good to know. That's good to know.
On alts. It's crazy that she's comparing literally jumping off a bridge to having regular contact with her. Like, I don't think she realized that in that analogy, the smarter thing to do as you reject jumping off of the bridge is to not contact her. And finally, very funny that she was very mad at the concept that he could possibly hate her and then just straight up tells him that she definitely does hate him. All I can say is, at the end of the day, this does not survive the gender swap test. She shows up here and it's really just like an annoyance, something silly, something we can post online and all point and laugh at. If a man did this, people would literally be like doxing him, trying to find his workplace, get him fired from every single thing. They would be giving her legal resources, hooking her up with free lawyers. Like, dude would probably be in jail by the end of the day. But honestly, I do think law enforcement is getting less and less tolerant of women doing this BS too. I think more and more these kinds of tests that result in these kinds of reactions are going to see punitive results criminally. And it's just so sad that these future generations' only ideas for retaining a relationship are these kinds of weird tests and games that are designed to force them into allegiance or something, instead of just staying together and working on things as equals who have compassion and respect for each other. And pop culture isn't really helping. On almost every social media app that you can possibly go on, every video is just dragging men, telling women to break up with their boyfriends, divorce their husbands. Many
break up with your boyfriend cause I'm butt. Okay, I had to.
Ain't shit. They're all terrible. So it's like women's knee-jerk reaction anytime they're frustrated with a man is to just dump him instantly. But there are no perfect men. There are no perfect women. In fact, there's something called the hedgehog theory, which states that the more two people get closer together, the more they poke at each other. And just like hedgehogs hibernate and they have to get closer and closer together to stay warm, they poke at each other the most to survive. If we can't get thicker skin as a human species around the other sex, we are going to be so miserable forever. You can see she wanted things to work with him, which understandable because he seems like a really reasonable guy. But she was lied to. She was conditioned to believe that the smartest way for her to deal with every issue with a man is to just get rid of him. And as it turns out, maybe that's not what she really wanted to do. Maybe she actually liked that man. Maybe he was actually making her life better. matter. Despite what the internet tells you, men actually have that effect on people sometimes. There's a lot to learn from this situation, right? A lot to take away from this. We can't be crashing out over breakups. We can't be staging breakups for some kind of a stronger reaction. We can't be using breakups.
Oh my goodness. I just think the idea of this of being like, oh, I'm blocked, oh, but you could have called me and stuff like that. If I'm blocked, it's just insane. Why would you want someone to call you if you blocked? What? Why?
As an empty threat. But I'm curious to know what your guys' reaction to all of this was. Do you think there's ever an okay time to try to use a breakup as kind of a stimulation to get someone who had become unfocused or distracted in the relationship to really focus on it and build it back up? Have you ever been threatened with a breakup that made you take the relationship a lot more seriously? Or do you think people shouldn't mess around with those words and really only break up with someone if they mean it? Do you think there's any saving this relationship? Or do you think he needs to run? Run, Forrest, run! I'm curious to hear your thoughts on.
He should have broken her door down. That's crazy. What? Yeah, I feel like that would be more trouble for him. That's okay, diabolical.
All of this and everything we discussed. If you enjoyed my commentary, please hit like on the video and subscribe to this channel. And you can even turn on the notification bell if you want alerts on when I go live. All right, I think that's all I've got for you today. I will see you in the next one.
Well, chat, what do you guys think of this video? This video is interesting to say the least, cause this why, just porque, whew, that's that was something. That's all I gotta say. That was something. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a good one. This is JJ Beat signing out. Bye bye.